So I found out about a drugstore foundation from another YouTuber, and so I wanted to share it with you and give you my thoughts. Hey everyone, it's Melissa. Today's video is a drugstore foundation that I heard about from Laura at Loreal Beauty. And I just love Laura. She's so sweet, she's so kind, and she is a joyous person. On most days on her Instagram feed, she and her husband dance, and it's just so lovely to see. It always makes me happy. They're just, I don't know, it's just real romantic looking, and it just kind of makes my heart kind of skip a beat a little bit to watch them. But yeah, she's wonderful, and she finds good drugstore dupes for more expensive products. And so that's what I was watching her, and she talked about this foundation from Catrice, and I was intrigued. It was $10, which is what I paid for it. It is the Catrice Nude Drop Tinted Serum Foundation. And she liked it. And the way she talked about it, I thought, I really want to try that. So I did. Okay, first let me tell you a bit about the foundation. It is a pretty liquid foundation. You know, you can really hear it when you shake it, and it says to shake well. I think it's considered more of a thinner coverage. It's a little bit thinner foundation than some of the rest of them, but not too watery, not like it's just water running down your hand. It has a little heft to it. And it's not a doe foot, which I was so appreciative of. It's in a dropper. So you can do the proper number of drops out. And I got the color 030C. And I think that's the color that Laura may have gotten too, but it's a really good color match for me. Now, when Laura talked about it, I thought that's probably not for me, but for 10 bucks, you know, I want to try it. Because I thought it would be too thin. I thought it would be too moisturizing. I thought it would be just not right for me, but I still wanted to try it because it looks so nice on her. So I ordered it. And let me go ahead and say, I like this foundation. I like it a lot. Now, y'all know my favorite foundation is NARS. The NARS Light Reflecting Makeup, it gives a lovely glow. If somebody compliments my skin, I always say, oh no, it is not my skin. It is the NARS foundation. NARS foundation makes your skin look better than what it really is. But this Catrice foundation makes your skin look better than what it really is too. So I'm really impressed with it. Easy to use. It's just in a real nice bottle. It's a really nice formula. The color match was really good for me. I'm going to demonstrate putting it on. Then I'm going to show it at the end of the day. Now this was done on separate days. The day that I put it on that I'm going to show you, I lost the light at the end of the day. I waited too late to come back and film it again, and I just had too much light coming through at different parts of my face, and it just didn't look right. So I'm filming this part and the conclusion, you know, on a separate day. But I'm going to show you, I'm going to show myself putting it on the other day. I think it was day before yesterday. And I look really odd because I have a big scarf on my head. I was trying out a hair hack that actually turned out pretty good. I wish I could have shown you with my hair like that instead of like this, but I will do that another day, especially probably after I have my surgery. But the hair hack turned out really good. But I have my hair in a scarf because you sleep with it in this hair hack overnight with no heat. But when you take it down, it's just really full and really pretty. But anyway, I'll do that another day. So I have this scarf on my head, so I look funny that way. But I put it on with my fingers because that's my preferred way. And I think that, and it was thin. The first coat of it was thin, but it still kind of covered. It looked natural, but it looked good. And I added another layer to it, and it looked really good and even better to me. But you could get by with a very light coverage with this, or you could take it up to a medium coverage. It's going to be a versatile foundation. So I liked that aspect of it, and I don't like to wear a powder. I've said before, I don't want to have to powder a foundation. If it needs powder too oily for me, that's not the foundation for me. I want the foundation to work for me instead of me having to work with the foundation. So I didn't powder it, lasted all day. And I did a little thing on Instagram showing back and forth how it looked at the very end of the day, and it looked pretty darn good, glowy, but I like a glow. And it was still there, and it looked natural, and it looked pretty. It made my skin look better than what it was. So I will show that after I show me applying it. But I did it with my fingers because I think probably this foundation is going to give you the better coverage that you want with using your fingers, which is my preferred method anyway. But I think if you used a damp sponge, it would be too thin. You would have to do layer after layer to get any kind of coverage. And also, I think possibly with a brush, I think you could, kind of dab it on maybe and do it that way. To me, it's just easier to do your fingers, and you don't have to clean out your brush or anything like that. It's just easier. I think you could get by with it maybe with a brush, but I just think the best way is probably going to be your fingers. But you could try your preferred method that you wanted to do, because I think it's versatile enough that you can work with your preferred method. My preferred method is just fingers, so that's what I used. And I did 2 layers of it, and I thought it looked really good. I'll show you up close, with my beautiful scarf on. I can't believe I came on camera like that, but I did. So I'm going to show you that now, and then I will show you the night, what it looked like, and then I'm going to come back and tell you my final thoughts. Okay, I'm going to shake it up, and boy, don't I look lovely with my scarf on. I'll show y'all what it looked like when I took my hair down. But there it is, and I'm going to show you the drops, that how easy it is to measure it. I think I'm going to do 3 drops, and the drops were little. I started out with 3 for my first layer. So I'm just putting it on with my fingers, and you can see it's not real thick, but it's nice. It's very lovely. Just kind of spreading it all around. Oliver's snorting. Yeah, just putting it on the way I normally do. And I just think, see, that's just one coat or one layer. And I just think it looks good. I mean, I decided to do 2 little ones, 2 tiny bit more. But I just think it looks really nice. And, I've got some spots up there, and the second layer covered it up nicely. Now, to me, I enjoy putting it on with my fingers, so, that's what I did. But you could certainly try it with, your other preferred method, but this is what I like. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. It's a good color match, isn't it? Oh, got some on my lips, so I'm getting that off. There we go. I thought I would show you what my hair looked like. I caught a little bit of the sun, but it wasn't enough that I could keep it, so I started all over again. But that's what it looked like when I took my hair down out of that scarf. And that's still the same Catrice foundation. It's the end of the day, and I think it looks pretty darn good. It's got a glow. It's glowy at the end of the day, but see, I don't mind that. That's why I don't powder, because I like for my skin to look glowy. It's still got coverage. It's still making my skin look better than what it is. And it's drugstore. So here's my final thoughts on this foundation. Okay, comparing it to my NARS, it's one of the better comparisons especially of a drugstore foundation, comparing it to NARS. It really is lovely. It really is. I like my NARS better. If I'm going to film on here, I'll probably use my NARS. If I'm going to go out, you know, Doug and I have like we're going to a play on Saturday night, I'll probably wear my NARS. But if I'm going to the drugstore or hanging out during the day, I'll probably use this Catrice. And it'll make my NARS last longer because it's, what, 4 times the price of it? And it's very comparable. So I don't think you can go wrong. I really don't. I think you can see how lovely it is. It makes my skin look better than what it is. You saw my skin before I put it on and after I put it on, and it was so nice. I can't think of anything bad to say about it. I was trying to think, are there any negatives? Are there any cons about it? And there's not that I can think of. It might be too thin for some people, but just build it up. At this price, you can add more drops, you know, and it's still going to be more cost effective than a thicker foundation that's more expensive, even adding more drops, because you get a big old bottle for $10, for $10, and it's going to last you a long time, and it's just great. It really is just a great foundation. I'm very high on it. I really am. So thank you, Laura, for telling us about it. I never would have tried it, but she did, and I am so grateful that she did. So that's kind of my conclusions on it. I love it. I think it's worth trying. You know, one of the better drugstore foundations that I've ever tried. One of the better ones. It's great. And I like the applicator too. Okay, today is Friday. I'm filming this and getting this up. And then I think Tuesday, I have bought some new clothes. Either Tuesday or Wednesday I'll do this. I've bought some new clothes and 2 new outfits, and I've bought some jewelry to go with it. Some bracelets and a necklace to go with my new outfits. And they're spring kind of comfortable outfits that you can kind of dress up. So I'm going to show those. And then Thursday, today's Friday, like I said, so in 6 days, I am having my surgery. And what I will try to do is keep everybody posted on Instagram and do a short on here. I won't feel like probably for a few days doing a whole sit-down video because I plan on resting. And but I will try to do some shorts, you know, hey, without any makeup or anything. Hey, I made it through. Here I am. Yay. You know, I'll try to do all that. And I'm nervous, but I'm nervous. Yeah, I am. I try not to think about it. I'll try to think maybe I'll just be nervous once I get there, and then I can say, give me some drugs. I'll do that. Okay, so I'm going to get off here and load this and upload it. And just, y'all, I appreciate y'all. And be sure you like and subscribe and hit the bell and all those good stuff. You know, hopefully after I get all this cancer, this mastectomy behind me, hopefully then I can really start working on my channel and building it up, because that's my eventual goal once I get this mess behind me. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you so much. Y'all are wonderful people, and I appreciate it. Bye-bye.